Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today I have a very special unboxing, something here coming in from White Mountain Knives. An idea what this is. Today I'm opening it up with my We Knives Sakshi, one of my favorite knives. I've had this forever. JG10, CPM 20CV, just a fun fidget knife, but just one of those incredible values in a knife. Definitely worth checking out if you like the design. I feel the fit and form and function of this knife, this is phenomenal. All right, let's take a look at what we got in here. Oh, wait a second. All right, we have a We and we have something else here. Oh, I think I know what this might be. All right, so this is a double unboxing. Let's take a look. All right, we'll wait on that one, and let's go ahead and open this one here. This right here is the We Evoke black titanium handle. Now, I wasn't part of the Apex group, and they had a blue one that they were sitting around. And I liked it so much. I thought I might like it, and I didn't buy it, but then I decided to try it out for free. The one that we shared with us, I decided to get one myself. So here we are. Typical stuff you get in there. Oh, got a nice little Nitro Mini. Interesting. That's a little different. Kind of a cool little sheet here, right? It's got some interesting stuff in here. Very cool. All right, so let's take a look at the knife. Let's put this over here on the side. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. Now this is the black version. All right, so this is the We Evoke. This is a Ray Laconico design. Got a little oil on there. You can see, now I already did an unboxing of the blue one, so it's not much different, right? This is going to be black titanium. Still pretty centered. It might be off a little bit. We'll give it a flip, see how the action is. Now this one's brand new, hasn't been broken in yet. And I'll probably put Skiff washers in this one, most likely. I do like the action on this, and you can see the blade here. Ray Laconico right there. This is 20 CV. I don't think there was any marking on here showing it's 20 CV. Yeah, I couldn't find it on the other one. Still very sharp, nice ground edge, pretty even on both sides. I love the roundedness of everything here. That's really nice. So I'll show you. This is the one I bought, and this is part of the Apex group. So this is the blue one right here. Now it's been passed around, and that's already broken in quite nicely. This one, you can see right here, this one still brand new, not been broken in. So you can see a little bit of the difference in the finishes. Here's the black one with the bronze finishes and screws and thumb studs. I like that. This is blue anodized. Still the nice same pocket carry clip. You can see that. The back, the lanyard standoff, I guess you could call that, where you can loop a lanyard in, is blue anodized, and here it's brass anodized. So very similar in blade shape and everything, similar in design, nice chamfered roundedness. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one away because I'm going to do my review based on this one, but I'll bring this one into the review. But I really like this. I like this so much that I thought, man, I need this in my collection. This is just such a perfect little design, and I love the aesthetics of this whole knife. It's just a really beautiful little EDC. Now this is brand new, hasn't been broken in. It's a little tight. It takes a little while to break in. It'll be really nice. I mean, it's pretty stiff for a front flipper, but still, yeah, I think I should. Yeah, I can still front flip it, but you can tell it's tight. It needs to break in a little bit, right? So we'll probably put some Skiff washers in this thing and then see how that goes. All right. Yeah, it looks pretty centered here to me now. I think after a little bit of use, it's a little bit better. All right, so let's see, where's the detent? You clear the detent about right there, right? So that's the detent. The detent you get over the blade right there. So then it drops nicely, right? That's important. And then it should have a nice click going in. There we go. No detent lash, right? Yeah, pretty solid. Any blade rock? Nope, no blade rock. Really nice. All right. Yeah, I like that a lot. So to me, it's just kind of a cool The blue is really cool. I have a mini malice in this kind of a anodization, which is like a stone-washed blue anodized titanium. Looks really beautiful. In the sun, it reflects really, really nicely. I like that. But the black to me is just a little sleeker, a little cooler. I like that more. Didn't want to get a blacked out blade. This is I believe what they call bead blasted. So it's a bead blasted finish on here. I like the swedge up on top. I guess you can call this a clip point. It's probably be a clip point, really. I like the front flipper. Definitely enjoy that a lot. So that's very cool. All right, so we're going to put this off to the side, and let's take a look at that second box. All right, so I did speak to Justin over there at White Mountain Knives, and I asked him, you know my code. If you use RNK10, you get 10% off of most knives. And part of that is that once in a while, he'll allow me to borrow something. And so he's going to allow me to borrow this Kizer. This is the Damned Designs Mad Tanto. I really wanted to check this out, and he had some that come in stock. So I'm going to open up this very carefully because this is going to go back to him. It's not mine, so I've got to open up this very, very carefully. So we'll open up this. Let's see, can we get past that? I want to make sure I don't want to damage the box in any way, because I want to be it's not going to open real well. Let's see if we can do it this side, because I really want to be someone who he can lend stuff to. Come on. There we go. Now we got past there. I just don't want to damage the box. You know, it's just me, because I'm very appreciative of the ability to get a chance to check this out. So this is not going to be a hard use knife by any stretch of the imagination. This will be just an unboxing, and then we'll do an impressions. Now I like that. They got a sticker here, and what else do we have here? We have also another sticker. So that would be really cool when you get this. You can get the stickers for that as well. All right. So here we are. Your typical little kit that you get with Kizers. Let's see if we can get in there. Again, I'm going to just gently open that up. Come on. There we go. So you get a cleaning cloth. You see that cleaning cloth? And you get like little instructions and stuff like that. So that's kind of typical of what you would get. So let's go ahead and close that back up. All right, so here is the knife in the bag. And this is black micarta. Oh, something you always get with Kizers. You get some extra hardware, which is always nice. You get some extra screws. Looks like some screws here. Now, we'll talk a little bit more about the knife. Let me go ahead and put this off to the side real quick. We will do that. We'll put the knife over here. So this is the Damned Designs, and this is the Mad. It's a Mad Tanto. Okay, so I like this black micarta, which is really nice. Deep pocket carry clip. This is a super deep, super hidden deep pocket carry clip. I like that. And micarta backspacer, it does have a little spot for a lanyard loop. You can put that in there. So for lanyard people, this does have a button lock. You can see it kind of go through here, which sometimes can be really nice. I know Les George has a button lock that he does that on, but I think he does it so that it has better action. So we'll see what that turns into. It does have a little jimping on here on this side. So this would be more jimping, I would imagine, for a push opening, right? So if you do a push deployment instead for a light switch, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So, but real quick, the micarta is really nice. It's beautiful, feels like a burlap almost. Really nice. Let's see, what does it say on here? Mad Tanto, black micarta, black. Yeah, it doesn't say whether it's like a linen or burlap or anything like that. Pretty light, black blade, really nicely centered. No blade rock, so let's go ahead and deploy it. Ooh, look at that beautiful Tanto shape. Ooh, it's a hollow grind too. Ooh, with a nice thin edge, dual compound grind. Look at that, flat up here and hollow down here. You can see a little bit of oil on there. And there's the Mad Tanto. All right, and then over here we've got 154 cm. Really nice. I like that. All right. Good grip. You got a finger choil. You can actually, a usable finger choil. That's really nice with some jimping here. That works really, really well. I like that. You can choke up here, and you got an actual tip where you can cut with and cut with. So it's a little longer Tanto here. I do like that Tanto blade, especially with the little tip right there. So that's nice. Let's see how this button lock works. Ooh. Nice and clear. Look at that. That's cool. Now the only thing is it's tip up right hand only. Doesn't look like you can reverse that. That's too bad. That would have been nice for a lefty. I think that's a miss. You have the typical hexagon shape of the captured pivot, which is typical for Mad Designs. So Mad Designs, for Damned Designs, excuse me. All right, so yeah, the push button and the light switch both work. So there's the light switch, and it's not super tight, so that's nice. I do like that. So you can obviously you can flip it open like that, and you can push button it and light switch it. So that's really nice. I like that. That's very cool. Okay. It's nice and chamfered. It's not super chamfered, but it's not super sharp because of the micarta itself is pretty soft all the way around. That'll break in really nicely. You've got the deep pocket carry clip. Not a whole lot of room right here. That's only, to me that's a little disappointing, especially if you want to carry this with some thick pants. You might get stuck in there a little bit, but the screws are recessed, so they're out of the way, so that's really nice. And this clip, it's a steel clip, which means it can most likely bend if you catch it. So let's see. Yeah, that's a steel clip for sure, right? And I think, we have steel liners in there. I could feel that with that. So let's look inside. Yeah, so there's steel liners. Yep, definitely steel liners, so if you can see that. Let me see if I can get my flashlight over here. All right, yeah, so you can definitely see the steel liners, right? Make sure I get the right angle. There we go. See those steel liners right in? And definitely some weight relief on those liners, so that's nice. So it definitely gives you some relief. I do like the action. I wonder if it's one of these multi-row cage ceramic ball bearing, because Kizer typically on the larger knives tends to use those, which tend to be really smooth, right? Now this feels relatively smooth. It's not super smooth, and maybe it just needs to break in. And if I were to take this apart and clean it right, if it was my knife, you could probably break in really nicely. So I do like that. That's pretty cool. Very nice micarta. Let's take a look at that if you want to get a nice close look up at that. And let's look at this side over here. That does look like a T8. A T8 right there. We'll double check that. Let me see. Do I have my tools? Yeah, I do. I always recommend some We Evoke tools right there. So let's look at the T8 on these guys. Yep, T8 there. Is this a T8? Yep, T8 there. I don't think these are T8s. No, I think those are T6s. So let's check that. And just real quick, if you wanted to see that, here's the T6. Yeah, T6 is there. All right, so we got T8s and T6s, which is cool. Definitely like everything else about it. Really nice. Nice, I want to say Cerakoted. This looks like a Cerakote kind of or PVD. Maybe it's PVD. Nice jimping up here. Really, really like that hologram. Super, super sharp. Nice point here, nice point here. Super tip, thin, pokey point. This is going to be great for opening boxes, dog food, cat food, fertilizer. It comes in really nicely in the grip. Now it's thinner but longer, so you definitely have some good grip on here. You can definitely choke. When I grip down, super tight grip, no hot spots with this nice rounded, which really helps well. When you choke up here, you're fine. Now over here, yeah, you're fine. And up here, the only problem is usually with this, let's see, where does it break? So it only takes a little bit. So if you squeeze right here, can you? I don't know if you can. Well, the way I would squeeze, can I? No. For me, I don't know. It's so thin that I don't know if I could squeeze it in enough to get the right grip on here, right? Because I will still be like this. Still have a little room. So, and it's not really meant for left-handed pocket carry, so lefties, you can still do this up here. I just don't know if you're going to release it all the way in, right? So there it's pretty recessed. When you engage it, it does stick out a little bit. You can see that. And to drop it, you just need to, yeah, so you just got to get, about parallel to the recess where the button lock is in. This little cutout part right here. But it does drop really nicely. Let's see here. So the grittiness that I'm feeling is this plunge lock, and the plunge lock goes into part of the blade where there's a little concave part of the plunge, and then it goes against the tang of the blade, and that's what locks it here in place. Right, so I don't know if you can see that. So right there, you'll see this little part of the plunge, and I'll see if I'm pointing out that little part of the plunge right there. Okay, it's going onto the back of the blade, and that's what's locking it in place. And it looks like we got a good 30–40% lockup there, which is cool, right? It means it's really solid in there, so that's nice. But when you release that, you see that's how it gets out, and then right in here is where this plunge lock comes in. There's like a little section, I don't know if we can actually capture that, but in there, in this part of the blade right in here, there's going to be like a little cutout, and when it comes in here, it kind of slides in, and that's what holds it. But it doesn't lock it 100%, because a lot of times, well, this one you can't do it, so that's good. But people will do the tap thing. I'm not going to do this. This is not my knife. I'm going to be returning this back to White Mountain Knives, because this will be resold, and I don't want to do anything to damage anybody's knife and leave it as new possible. I just want it to kind of experience and feel it, and I really do like that. It's very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. I'm highly going to recommend this knife. I think if you've been wondering if this would be a good knife for you to purchase, I absolutely recommend so. So it is it a flat grind? No, it's flat up here. So I don't know, can I get enough traction right here? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sort of can middle finger reverse flick it, right? Get enough right here, and you can sort of middle finger reverse flick it, but that gives you an extra alternative. You know, you can do the button lock, do the flipper, right, and middle finger reverse flick. Typically with button locks, it works on that side, but I have a harder time on this side just because I think the physics of the plunge lock. Over here, it disengages it. It kind of breaks the plunge physics a little bit better pushing on this side, right, than it does on this side. This side is a little harder to break that physics, where it's a little easier on this side for whatever reason. So, yeah. See, I can't really get enough grip on that side to do it, but here, absolutely, usually I can, oops. Let me try it again. Can do it left-handed here. So there we go. All right, so this is the Kizer Mad. They call it, let's look at this again. This is the Kizer Damned Designs Mad Tanto. Really nice, really nice. 3.24 inches. We'll do measurements and weights and everything with this. Black blade, black micarta button lock. Really, really cool. And Damned Designs is the designer of that. So that's a really nice little blade. I really like that. Super excited to do a little bit more with this one. We'll talk a little bit more about this knife. We'll do a little hands-on as far as, you know, I'm not going to carry it, do anything with it, and cut anything, because this is just a loaner knife. But I do like 154 cm blade steel. It's relatively thin, but still robust enough. It's got a nice strong spine up here, but the hollow grind is super, super crazy thin and super sharp, super slicey. That's really nice. That'll be fun to cut with for sure. All right, so let's do a nice close-up one more time. Here is the Mad Tanto by Damned Designs. See if we can get that nice hollow grind angle in there with the light, so we can do a little screenshot or a little picture for our little what do we call it? I don't know. It's the little picture that I put on my videos. I forget what I'm calling them. I want to say meme, but it's not a meme because it doesn't move, right? It's basically my little, gosh, why do I always forget that? That's really ridiculous. Anyways, I'm going to remember as soon as we probably finish this video. But hey, thanks for checking this out with me. This is just purely an unboxing and experience. We experienced both the one that I ordered, which is this one right here, and then this is the one that White Mountain Knives, Justin's allowing me to borrow just to give a gift try, and then I'm going to send it back to him. But very, very cool. I think you guys will really, really, really like this. Yeah, this would be really cool. I got to figure out what the price is on this one. I don't think it's too terrible. I think it's a really good price. I think it's going to be in my budget realm, and maybe it's something. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll acquire one for a giveaway or something like that. That would be good when we hit that big 3K, if they're still around. So if not, we'll definitely figure something else out. But very cool. I really do like this a lot. Very nice. And I like this one a lot too, obviously. But that's for my personal collection. But this is the one that we were just trying out. And thank you to White Mountain Knives. Really appreciate them allowing me to get a chance to try out the Damned Designs Mad Tanto. And I still love this knife here. I'm glad that they had this in stock, so I'm glad to have that as part of my collection. Hey, if you enjoyed this video and you found it interesting, helpful, fun, worthwhile, would you please consider hitting the like button? If you've already hit that like button down below, would you consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the videos really helps out the channel, allows me to produce more content, do more things, allows the channel to grow. And very much I appreciate that, so thank you. If you've done all that, maybe also consider hitting that notification button down below so you can be notified of future content. And then check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Hey, thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.